Every product we use, every car, can, and computer, depends on materials that can be reused, reshaped, and reimagined. The metals and plastics we recycle today build the sustainable world of tomorrow.
The world's changed greatly for the recycling industry, but I will say that the nice thing about it is the world and the U.S. obviously understands how important it is.
So the recycling and materials industry has changed. Over the last few decades, it's become much more professional. It used to be a lot of really small family businesses, very fragmented industry. And over the last few decades, there's been a lot of consolidation. So a lot more larger companies are in the space.
Sustainable materials management is critical to the lifeblood of the manufacturing industry for a number of reasons. Obviously, everyone saw what happened during COVID with not enough supply, and for critical industries were really stressed during that time. And the only way to solve that problem is to have all parts of the supply chain really covered within the United States. Now you can have the entire supply chain here where we have the resources from a recycling standpoint to be able to melt products down, to make new products, and then distribute those to the industries where it's most needed.
If we didn't have sustainable material recycling or management, we'd have to use a lot more virgin material. But it's also negative to the environment because raw materials being mined from the earth, it's a very costly process, very damaging to the environment. And also those resources are not limitless, where a lot of things, especially aluminum, is infinitely recyclable.
Recycling is more than a process. It's an entire ecosystem that connects manufacturers, distributors, and communities. When materials stay in motion, waste becomes opportunity.
My father bought a very small company in 1968. We didn't have a lot of money. We had a relative in Chicago that co-signed a loan for this little building, and that's how we started in 1968. And he worked really hard. He built great relationships with people, I think gave me good values, and I learned a lot from him. So anyway, I came from college and I went to Michigan State. I was there for 4 years. I was a political science degree. I didn't want to be in the business. So anyway, I came home, and then unfortunately 3 weeks after I came home, he died. And when you're young, you try things. Some work, some don't. But the key to our success really has been surrounding myself with great people.
The aluminum supply chain has evolved drastically over the last number of years. Specifically, customers really want more documentation on where their materials are coming from. When those products reach the end of life, they want to make sure that those products are being disposed of in an ethical manner and being handled the right way.
For more than 55 years, Schupan has been redefining what responsible material management means. Recycling, manufacturing, and distributing metals and plastics across the nation.
We do certainly work hard to communicate with our customers to know what they want. It isn't what we do, it's what they want and how can we support them. But also having a quality product that they can always count on.
The way we manage those is just by being ourselves and sincere. And to be successful in this industry, your word is your bond, and we live by that every day, where those relationships just continue to grow from that.
The Jim Paternoster processing facility that we have in Kalamazoo, Michigan is truly state-of-the-art. The facility itself is about 100,000 square feet. The equipment came from overseas. The facility is really focused on products that are at their end of life. So think of siding on your house, think of gutters and downspouts, and there is a huge market and a demand for those types of products, particularly for our customers downstream.
From processing 80% of Michigan's redeemed beverage containers to developing innovative aluminum solutions, Schupan is helping build a circular economy where every material matters.
One thing I like to say is we were green before green was kind of cool. So we're able to utilize the end product after we put it through the system to be raw materials for consumers in much wider range of products.
Schupan's beverage container recycling division is really unique. It's something that we've been involved with the Michigan deposit law for well over 40 years. The materials are collected very, very efficiently from the grocery store, which is very different from other states. Schupan's operations are so efficient that consumers can expect their redeemed cans to be back on the shelf within roughly 68 days.
For the future of Schupan, I see a lot of growth in materials management, and for us to continue to help the supply chain with increasing the amount of recycled material that are used as raw materials for new products.
I see a day where we have more strategic alliances and partnerships with key industry leaders who want to make sure that their products are recycled in a safe, ethical, and efficient manner. Schupan is a company that can not only take care of that aspect of what their needs are, but we can also supply them the raw materials that they need and manufactured products that allow them to focus on what they're best at, usually design and assembly.
For more information, visit Schupan.com.